They say every hotel has a story. Some are glamorous, some are tragic, and a rare few are never told. In the spring of 2016, while on a WWE tour stop in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Roman Reigns checked into a hotel that he would later call the one place I won't ever return to, no matter the payday. It was supposed to be a routine overnight stay, a quiet room, a quick rest, and an early morning flight. But what happened that night in room 409 still haunts him to this day. This is the true, untold story of what Roman Reigns experienced, a night so disturbing it never made the headlines, never aired in interviews. But it happened, and it all started with a flickering light. April 16th, 2016. Roman Reigns, fresh off a match in front of a sold-out crowd, arrived at the Langford Grand Hotel around 1:15 a.m. Tired, bruised, and craving nothing but silence, he took the key card to room 409. The front desk clerk didn't smile. In fact, she didn't say a word after handing over the key. Just a glance, a kind of warning. The elevator ride was quiet, too quiet. The hotel had an eerie stillness, like it was sealed off from the outside world. No distant chatter, no hallway footsteps, just the low hum of the elevator as it crept toward the fourth floor. The hallway lights on the fourth floor flickered faintly, not in a broken light way, but like they were breathing. Roman noticed but didn't think much of it. He just wanted sleep. Room 409 was at the far end of the hall. When he slid in the key and opened the door, the air inside felt heavier, like someone had been there, waiting. The room was cold, colder than the hallway, the kind of cold that settles in your bones. He turned the thermostat up. Nothing changed. As he unpacked, he noticed the bathroom light was already on. He hadn't turned it on. He walked in. Nothing unusual, until he looked in the mirror. His own reflection was delayed, just by a fraction of a second. He moved his hand. The reflection followed, slightly late. He laughed it off. Maybe just exhaustion playing tricks. He turned off the bathroom light and went back to the bed. The second he sat down, the TV turned on. Static, no remote in sight. He got up, unplugged the TV. The screen went black. He turned to sit down again, and it clicked back on. Still unplugged. Roman stood frozen. That was no malfunction. It was around 2:08 a.m. when he finally lay down, deciding to ignore whatever was happening. He closed his eyes, pulled the blanket over, and tried to focus on his breathing. That's when he heard it. A whisper, software slow, incoherent. He sat up instantly. The room was silent. Too silent. The kind that rings in your ears. He got up, checked the bathroom. Empty. Checked the hallway. Nothing. But when he turned back toward the bed, the whisper came again. This time, closer. He backed toward the wall, phone in hand. No signal. And then, 3 knocks. From inside the closet. Roman walked slowly toward the closet. Every instinct screamed not to open it. But he did. Empty. Until he looked down. Scratched into the wood floor were the words, "He's still here." He stared at it for several seconds before slamming the door shut. That's when the bathroom light turned back on. And the mirror was fogged up. Only one word was written in the steam. Leave. Roman grabbed his bag, ready to leave immediately. But as he reached for the door, the knob wouldn't turn. It was jammed. Then came the reflection. In the dark TV screen, he saw a shape behind him. Tall, thin, almost human, but not quite. It didn't move, didn't blink. He spun around, nothing. The reflection was gone. That's when the door slowly creaked open on its own. He didn't think. He ran. Down the hallway, past the flickering lights, down the stairwell, out the emergency exit into the cold Pittsburgh night. He didn't check out. Didn't grab the rest of his things. Roman spent the rest of the night in the WWE tour bus, alone, staring out the window. He told no one. Not that night. Not for years. But crew members who passed through that hotel say room 409 is never used anymore. Some say the room doesn't even exist now. Others say it only appears when someone truly needs to see it. Roman never returned to Pittsburgh hotels. He insists on private stays, far from old buildings and historic suites. But he never denied the story, just closed his eyes whenever someone brought up room 409. There are places in this world that hold on to energy, anger, sorrow, or something else. Something ancient, something waiting. And sometimes it finds you. Just ask Roman Reigns.